Yeah, no, day two of the video log or blog or whatever they call it. Yeah, yesterday I gave you the rundown of first couple of years in this country with the struggles in New Brunswick. Now we're gonna fast forward a little bit and come all the way up to emergence into Nova Scotia, you know what I mean? So here's the joke, like, yeah, as I said, it was getting kind of sticky down there in New Brunswick, and we decided that we're gonna make a move. So resign the job and head up this side so that the wife then could get to go to school or get to go to work or whatever she chooses to be, choose to do then, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it so happened that the moment we drop in Nova Scotia is problems. It first starts with a wrong turn, end up in Bedford instead of Dartmouth. You know, when you go to that park down there in towards Enfield, yeah. And I had to spend some time there because got to this gas station realizing that you have a flat tire, no jack, no nothing. And we already separated. One was in a car, one was in a truck. I was driving the truck. Yeah, a little Ford truck borrowed from church brother then. And yeah, truck breakdown on the street side, you know. So I was stranded down there, not knowing where I was, no GPS, no nothing. Because phone wasn't charging in the truck. But long story short, managed to get a tow truck and sort out the thing, bring the truck up. And yes, I lost some money right there. But that wasn't the most interesting bit. The person that was supposed to look for an apartment for us, for some reason didn't do their due diligence. So when we got to the location, we got a place right here in Caledonia that was super drafty. And right away I saw chaos because I know I couldn't heat that in the winter. And winter was nigh, you know what I mean? Yeah, so suffice it to say we spent one night there. And we know we wouldn't be able to sign that lease because I wouldn't be able to live under those conditions. Again, major setback. So guess what happened? That night it rained. Yeah, that night it rained, and through the rain, lost all the stuff because the stuff was still on the truck and they all got wet. So only thing we got to keep are things that were made of glass and metal. Sofa gone, bed gone, everything else destroyed. And things continue to spiral downward as, yeah, new place. I say, alright, suck up that. Naked come in, naked go out. So wasn't worried about the material things. So I went job hunting and realized that it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. It's nothing like we used to in New York or those places, you know what I mean? Because the wages were thin and the workload was high. Willing to do it still, so signed up to a job agency and got a little link on a job. But I couldn't go to work. Reason being, because there were so many disagreements in the camp. In the morning, mother of the kids would jump up, race to the washroom, and boom, out the door, she's gone. So I was tasked with taking care of kids and paying bills. Suffice it to say that by it got to in no time. I mean, you know the Canadian situation. If you can't work, you can't pay a bill, you can't live. So in no time, landlords were down my throat, bill collectors, car going, everybody coming at me, because there was no income. I mean, there was no income, there was increased expenses, and there was no way to get out of the house to get a job. Because I was gonna walk away leaving my kids just because the mother did that. So for a few months, that was the course of action that she took. But at the end of the day, you don't know, you have to man up and do your thing. So for the most part, yeah, we're stuck in that little situation where no income, no job, childcare. And it's not that there was no job. There were jobs I could do. People were willing to hire me, but I couldn't get to go to the jobs. So I jumped onto sales and got a little gig selling vacuum cleaners, killing it. Do some vacuum cleaner sale, trying to pull myself up back from the financial quagmire. But that didn't last long, as I quickly found out that the vacuum business was a scam. I had a confrontation with the manager who told me my business is to sell. And yeah, he said my business was to sell and customer service wasn't my issue. And customers were blowing up my phone because there was no company phone. Could call the name of the company, but they're already out of business, so it doesn't even matter. And shortly after that, got a little night gig. Far away come from it, got a little night gig cleaning a restaurant in Halifax. 4 nights a week, sometimes 5. After close until sometimes 2-3 o'clock. Yeah. So it was dirty, meaning the levity, Then, not gonna lie you, I won't lie to you at all. It got to a point where depression set in. I wanted out of the whole mess, but I couldn't walk away leaving my kids. And I also was still in the church thing, so I was still hopeful, fast and pray. But then the thing and loneliness kicked in. I went back to our old habit that I'll tell you about later down the road. So I started to look for a company, started to look for companionship, because I find that there's none at home. And again, another set of problems start. But thank God I found a place called North Preston, up home to date. I'm glad that I met this lady, Miss Judy, who allowed me to use her, well, I won't even say that, but just so know that they helped me to get my kids in a school up there, up home. They call it. Beautiful place, love it. You know what I mean? Even tried to move up there, but it was causing division in the house even more, so I had to drop that. But up home kind of saved me a little bit. Well, a bit, because now I could get to drop off the kids, school, go back on the hustle. But by this time it was too late. Bills were already too high, and eviction notice was already served. Time was running out. By the time I got a decent gig that some money could roll in, the first payday, my first payday was literally the first day of eviction. Well, the last day for eviction. So my paycheck came in the same time as the bailiff. That's a coincidence. But they wouldn't reverse it. So long story short, gave all my paycheck to mother of my kids and decided that I had to go back to work. I was working out of town. Left town and came back for the weekend. Yeah, she found a place and moved. And guess what? It was not a place I was welcome. So winter was coming down. It was late fall. Winter on my heel. And homeless. Not penniless, because like I said, I picked up a good little gig. And I was determined not to fail again. So we start make money. But one of the big problems is, because all these bills were piled up, nobody would rent you. Can't get no place to rent because your credit shot. Welcome to Canada.